Here we are. Jacobs places his hand on the middle of the ladder. Before we go up, a reminder. Stick with your partner. Fill every valve you have. Do not take any unnecessary risks like fighting a werewolf, he said, looking right at Lucas. We'll meet back here an hour before sundown. Understood? Jacobs adds, and everyone nods at him. Good, let's go. Jacobs heads up the ladder, and everyone lines up, each waiting their turn. Lucas and I are at the back of the line. As I wait with Lewis, my heart beats faster and a line of sweat falls from my forehead. Tara has me fully in his grasp. Lewis rests a hand on my shoulder. Everything will be okay, he whispers as Jacobs opens the manhole cover and exits the sewer. Maxwell follows Jacobs, then it's Lucas, Jet, Sebastian, and Silas. Finally, we're the only ones left. Lewis climbs the ladder and I follow him up, feeling the cold, wet metal in my hands. It was near the manhole. I consider fleeing and running all the way back to the coven. I pushed back against these notions strongly. Punishment would find me swiftly if I did that. Depending on Vincent's mood, he would either banish or kill me. Is it strange that your fate can depend on how someone else is feeling? Running was not an option. I had to see this through, whether I died or not. Lewis exits through the open manhole cover and I follow him, pulling myself to my feet in the cobblestone, rain-drenched, quiet and dark alley. A thin mist moves through the air. Piles of garbage line the sides of the alley. A large moon sits in the night sky. Far-off sounds of quiet talking wagons reach my ears. Get the cover, Lucas orders, and I oblige, pushing the manhole cover back into place. As I do so, I catch the retreating forms of Sebastian and Silas on a nearby rooftop. Are they afraid? Then, where are we going? I ask and see Lewis staring at two posters on a nearby wall. On one of them, a being with large fangs, black wings, and pale skin approaches a group of scared women and children. At the bottom of the poster, it reads, "Beware of vampires. You never know who might be one." The other poster shows a smiling werewolf with thick fur and carrying a hammer. Crowds of people clap and cheer for him. Writing on the top of the poster says, "Roth is here to save you from the vampire scourge." I stand next to Lewis and nudge him with my arm. "Lewis, we need to go." "This is how they see us, Edward." Lewis won't take his eyes off the posters. "No, Lewis, this is just propaganda. It's not true. Come on." I nudge him again, but he doesn't notice. "Maybe we deserve it," Lewis mutters. "Whether we deserve it or not, don't we have a job to do?" I gesture to the valves in my jacket. "Right, right." Lewis turns away from the posters and stares up at the wall. "Let's get going." He leaps onto the wall, drives his nails in the brick, and very quickly moves up the wall. "Wait up!" I watch him go as I prepare myself to jump. Outside the coven, this will be my first time scaling a wall. Halfway up, Lewis looks back at me. "Come on, it's easy," he whispers. Take a breath and jump onto the wall. Like I've been taught, I ram my nails into the brick and they swiftly stick in, allowing me to hang there. Oof, tell myself. When the hair raising first things is over with. Let's go. Lewis yells out and scales the wall with a series of jumps and climbing. It isn't long before he reaches the rooftop. I, on the other hand, slowly move up the wall. I'm careful where I puncture the brick, terrified of the idea that I might fall. Not that it would kill or even injure me, but I don't want anyone in the coven to know that I might fall off the wall during a mission. Well, I don't think that Lewis would tell anyone. Nearly on top, I see Lewis peering down at me from the ledge. "You could jump up here, like I did," he offers. "I don't know. Keep climbing." "What's the worst that will happen? You'll fall?" Lewis smiles a little. "Thanks for saying it," I answer as I look at the short distance between me and the ledge. "Fuck it," I say to myself. I arch my body backward and spring up the wall and over the ledge. I fall to the ground on the flat rooftop. Whoa, you overshot that. Lewis offers me his hand and I grab it. He hoists me to my feet. "Thanks." I look around us at the city. Smaller and larger buildings surround us. Half the windows are bright and the rest are not. Steam rises out of chimneys. Zeppelins fly overhead, shining lights on the city. A poem suddenly comes to me. Half the city bright, half the city dark. People slumber while others still toil. A city never truly slumbers. There are those who must work to ensure that the city survives. While they're asleep, they've done their turn. Edward. Lewis, Jasmine. Are you lost in another poem? Yes, sorry. I turn to face him as I push away the poem for the moment. We have to move. We don't want to get caught in the light of these things. Lewis points to the Zeppelins. Of course, I nod, and Lewis runs off, heading to the edge of the rooftop. He jumps and lands on the next building. I run after him and do the same, wait a little shakily. What's the plan? I ask as I catch up to him. Look for somewhere dark with people in it. You'll know it, Lewis replies. I nod. We run along the rooftops and keep out of lights from the Zeppelins. I do not know what would happen if either of us got caught in those beams. I'm sure they would hastily send a werewolf patrol after us. Keep looking around the place for the right criteria, but I don't see anything. I see a lot of other things, however, like humans drinking and eating or having sex on tables. How is it that humans can have sex in the same room that they make food in? There. There's points and both stop. Look at where he's pointing. A small apartment in a short building with faded paint. It's one of those places that don't attract attention. It's just there. I mean, that's perfect for us. From a vantage point, I can see two humans sleeping in a bed. The rest of their apartment is dark. Ready? Lewis asks. Wait, is this the right one? Should we try to survey it more? Stare more intently at the apartment. It's fine. Lewis replies and runs off, jumping off the edge of the roof and landing on the wall next to the apartment's window. I tend to set aside my concerns and fail miserably. I run and jump off the roof like Lewis and land next to him. Slowly, he climbs down next to the window, opens it, and crawls into the apartment. I go after him and join him in the apartment. Time for the next terrifying first thing.